that happened to Lokrik. The little octopus thing said it was, he flipped the switch, said that we all had it. And he could do it to all of us.
Just means that we have to use our time for the greatest good and impact.
Right.
The
Let's just make
originals
sure.
must survive.
And in order to do that, there's something we have to take care of. It's called the teleportation device. He said that we have to make sure that thing doesn't get damaged. Somewhere, I'm not sure where, but we've got to find it.
And then we need to figure out what is wrong with the support for the light for the farmers.
Right. Right. We'll try to fix all
we
that.
help you.
Maybe,
You help us.
maybe the
Does the while everybody's going forward, Donovan will try to open this door
With the head?
Yep.
Beep, beep. Higher level access required.
Midwick walks by.
Yeah, Midwick goes. The doors open when Midwick approaches. And you can see a circular room with all sorts of elegant screens and control devices. And there's like Christmas lights of like red and yellow flashing all around.
Huh.
Something bad is happening in life support.
Anyone got an idea how to make
All right. Azzy, stay with Azzy. Do you
Like a
wanna stay with
bunch of
Donovan?
little sounds are demanding attention.
Azzy, stay with Donovan. Somebody else go with Lemmy to take care of Lokrik. And then I'll go with somebody else to the weapons rooms and see if we're getting some gear. Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Works. Stay in the orcs. Can you stay in the hallways and keep communications between us going?
We're going to bring Lokrik to GooTube.
That's right. We've got to hurry. Look, he's got the scanner. It still says 78. That's. I hope
No,
it's out of
it says
100.
it says 80 at this point.
Wait, degradation?
Yep.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
High is bad.
Well, things are going worse. Gotta hurry.
Lokrik's actually awake, but just sort of drooling.
Donovan's going to take a look at, try to figure out if he could understand anything in life support.
Do you speak Gnomish? You read Gnomish?
No.
Does it
Okay.
He needs to talk to me. I need something that talks. Or beeps, or boops, or anything.
You've got a head.
All right. Oh, it's so slow.
For fuck's sakes! For fuck's sakes, Azzy, take this little thing. Now you can open any door. Go, Donnie. I'll stay with you.
There are some systems that are optimal, and they seems to be by different areas. Others are failing. Give me a use magic device. What question are you trying to do, Donovan?
I'm trying to figure out what's failing, and if we can, what's...
push this button?
We need to triage the problems, so we need to know what the problems are, so we can figure out what, like... Oh, look, we fixed the farmer's heat problem, but yeah, we all exploded because we didn't stop the whatever, right?
Okay.
So I'm trying to triage problems.
Midwick is translating.
That says that.
All right, and you got Mr. Obsolete that will help a little bit. Okay, while you guys are trying to figure out these complicated machines, what are the rest of you doing?
We're going to go to medbay.
Lemmy's going to medbay.
Okay, so the door opens, and then the medbay.
Yeah,
door
and right now
also
Azzy has
opens.
the key of awesome.
Okay. Yeah, the medbay definitely opens for you guys, and you're able to bring the Lokrik into the medbay.
Okay.
Let's move the tokens over to medbay. You can see
my
the
character's
unconscious cloud giant woman still lying there. The destroyed porcelain constructs don't look like they've.
We're trying to
changed any.
save you. Please don't smush us. I forgot I wrote that. That's so good.
Yeah, it written in slime in giant is we are trying to save you. Please don't smush us. Oh my goodness, the orcs are reacting to the giant woman. They seem really, really frightened.
Don't worry. She's hopefully she'll be on our side, but she's down. She's not awake right now. Just bring Lokrik. Hurry.
Is that an oppressor? One of them says to the master of harvests, and he says no. Like he shakes his head no.
We'll go to the recovery room.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the
Who's
recovery
we?
room on this side, right?
Ukher's going to go to the recovery room.
Okay, which tank did Lokrik come out of?
Lokrik came out of the Lokrik tank, so Lokrik should have a...
Came out of here.
Is he A2 Mark II?
I think so. I think that was Lokrik.
Yeah, B2 Mark II is Ukher. Lokrik was
B2
the
Mark
other side.
II.
I think A2. I think he's A2 Mark II. I think yeah.
Okay.
Or was he B3 Mark II?
I think his tank got smashed.
Yeah, because Ukher got him.
No, so he got pulled up. So he was gonna get disintegrated, right?
Oh yeah.
He's
He was
pulled
in.
from the
He was in
top of the
A1
box, I
Mark
can't
II.
remember.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he was over here.
So Altagar, you got a magic fang grater.
Okay. So what are you guys
From-
doing? You bring him in. The orcs are looking at you. Like.
Ukher's going to see if the recovery room. How
There
like
should be another-
is Dante feeling better?
Dante's shifting slightly. Looks like he's in and out of consciousness. You might be able to wake him up and ask a few more questions.
Dante.
Hello? Oh, Ukher. I was having the most interesting dream.
We have a problem.
Yes, there are many problems here to be solved. The Order of Paradox is a very interesting order.
You know the big squid?
Yes, Nortanaka.
I think Donovan told on the big squid, and the god came and killed him.
Oh.
You guys really fucked things up.
Most troubling. Nortanaka is the oldest of our order. Older than some even worlds. Born when the multiverse was young. Are you sure that Nortanaka is destroyed?
No, it's just a big black puddle. Yeah, Azildan and Altagar, we're going to go to the armory.
They should, yeah.
Okay, you stick Lokrik's
Get some good.
thing into one of these recovery room beds.
Lokrik has a instability problem.
Yes.
How do we fix instability?
Lokrik awoke with you in the tanks?
Yes.
I am
Right.
sorry. I am so sorry. Imros probably thought it prudent to give you a very, very short lifespan. He must have set the timer for your expiry. Very soon, clones become very unstable right before they expire.
Somebody said he switched it. Can they switch it?
Oh my. I was not around when they were experimenting. Do you mean that they... An emergency override. Yes. You are very powerful beings. I am sure Imros would have convinced Kaigon to do such a thing?
Who can fix the problem?
Kaigon Uvid could. Maybe with some sort of gene splicing. I am not a microbiologist, nor a gene specialist.
Is there another microbiologist or gene specialist on board?
Imros is a jack of all trades. I have seen him do things that, well, confound his education.
He's the little one, right?
Yes. He is likely in command, or enjoying himself... give me a second. Enjoying himself in the
Dirty
simulation
gnome.
chambers.
Dirty gnome.
He could be off. No, he doesn't leave the orb when we are in the abyss. He has learned from his mistakes.
What? How come? Why is there no defenses?
I have a favor to ask you.
Okay.
A disc. It is a chromatic disc. It stores all of my magical powers. You could be very hurt by picking it up. However, if you can find a way to bring me my disc, I would be most grateful.
Where is Disc?
I am but the 6th incarnation of Zenzune. This is Zenzune's disc. The other 5 may have come to an agreement as to who will have it. The others forced to build their own disc, which means that there likely only is one other of my brethren aboard. Be careful. Well, I do not seem to feel the same aggression I did.
So far, the founders are smart, but not very good at other stuff.
No, something has gone terribly wrong here. There is a good reason why you were brought here. Very rarely do things happen here without reason. Now, of course, with many of the egos and experiments of the many founders, sometimes those reasons are not readily apparent.
The farmer orcs are saying it's cold. What does that mean?
The farmer orcs? Oh, you must mean the Ondonti. The Ondonti were found on a world where...
Marks. Noise.
The Ondonti were found on a world where seemingly they were convinced to divorce themselves of violent gods. And their violent past, they have turned to more peaceful pursuits, living simple lives as farmers and herders.
They said their light bulb went out.
Yes, a considerable amount of power of the orb goes towards maintaining their pocket dimension.
And what happens? Do we bring them out of pocket dimension?
There
4,000?
are over 4,000 individuals at last count. Of course, the Ondonti breed quite rapidly. We've been forced to expand their pocket dimension many times. It is a current problem that the orb is experiencing. No, I do not think it wise to bring 4,000 of them onto the orb. I get the sense that power may be an issue.
How do we fix the reacting?
I don't know. I don't know how extreme the damage is. One of one should understand these things, so should Imros. I am a mystic. He makes this weird sign with a bunch of his hands.
Woogie boogie boogie. Alright. And you got a brother out here who's kind of a dick, is what I heard. So where do we stick Lokrik?
Lokrik. Where he is right now, he will likely be placed in suspended animation. There is no cure for what he has, aside from changing his code at the genetic level. He is on his way to expiring.
And this will stop the suspends the expiring.
It will suspend it as long as he lies in that tube.
Okay, stick him in the tube. Close
Yep.
the door.
Yeah, Lemmy's already
Yeah.
thrown him in as
Yep.
soon as he walks
Yeah,
in.
you notice that it's
Thanks.
closed, and it did a scan of its own and said, detected termination sickness, initiating suspended animation. Then Lokrik's confused face is frozen, staring upwards.
Okay. Alright. Thank you, Dante. You sleep, we find disc, and maybe not explode.
After I find my disc, I will be able to render aid via my spells.
Hey, we need to find the discs that we can't touch, or it's really bad, but we have to get it anyway.
Zenzune, or Zen, as my first brother is calling himself, will likely have Zenzune's access token. Be careful. He has access to some of the most dangerous artifacts of magical quality here on the Orb of Paradox.
Does Zenzune have a better access token than Kaigon Uvid?
To certain parts of the ship, yes. To those that are private to Zenzune himself. Luckily, I know where those chambers are. He has a private casting chamber off the main casting chambers. You will have to go through the war room. And he kind of shows you that the war room is, if you zoom out.
The ultra secure area?
No, it's just around the corner.
Oh.
The war room leads to the casting chambers and the teleportation room, is what he says.
Oh, that's where the teleportation room is. Is that teleportation room where the originals
The main bodies are
What do you mean the main bodies?
the original forms, the naturally born forms of us.
I'm not certain I understand.
Not what's his name? Big octopus.
Your
It
samples,
has been hours since I said something I understood.
your samples did not come from the gene archive?
No, but the giant octopus told Midwick that we must make sure that the teleportation device is not damaged, otherwise our original forms will be destroyed.
Ah. I think he means that your main bodies may still be in a teleportation buffer.
Okay, so what do we need to do?
The teleportation buffers are along the main column upwards.
Alright.
They are complex devices that allow matter to be transposed into energy and energy back into matter, similar to that of a teleportation spell.
Okay.
Okay.
What is matter?
I think he just says things that are solid.
This light exhalation.
I think he means solid, like something like he picks up some things like this is matter. Energy is. Psst.
Who is the smartest amongst you?
Probably you, Donovan or Midwick. Sorry, Ukher.
That's funny.
Who is the smartest among us?
Are any of you naturalists or students of materials? Just trying to find words that are dumb, but
I'm an alchemist.
an alchemist. Yes, come forward, and I will teach you the error of your ways.
All right.
Okay. One of his hands. If you could let me out of here,
Okay, I'll open the thing.
this knowledge transfer will require physical contact. It will drain me.
But then I close the lid, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will open the thing.
Okay. I'm just going to go see what the D20 Modern calls the skill, because he's starting to teach you about physics.
It's awesome.
Ooh.
Did you know that I could make a lever to fling a thing a billion miles away? Because
Physics, bitches. Physics.
my ability to lift stuff does not follow any of the rules of this book.
Aha! Okay, let's look at D20 Modern. And yes, Mark, drive is a skill that you can learn.
Next level. All my ranks going into drive.
Ah!
Donuts. These nuts.
Okay,
President candidate, these nuts.
give me an int check as thousands of hours of lessons are now flying through your head. Basically, you hear like hundreds of these things of like this creature that Dante is speaking to you about things like astronomy, chemistry, mathematics, physics, and engineering.
14.
Okay. He imparts
And I remember
upon...
why we can't make extracts. We can't make extracts because we don't have a spell book.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Ask his dumbass.
You now have a rank in knowledge physical sciences. You may want to write down what this means.
Yeah. So, give me a second. Add above. Knowledge, physical sciences.
It includes astronomy, chemistry, mathematics, physics, and engineering.
Blood comes out of Ukher's like ears.
But yeah, Ukher's eyes are bloodshot, and Zenzune passes out. You wanted like no more, and he passes out, head hitting the back of the thing a little bit too hard.
Don't tell Midwick.
Lemmy will check.
I know how his guns work.
Yeah. Lemmy checks on him. He's still alive. Kind of have a plus 20 something.
Okay,
It's a pressure vessel.
You now know what matter is, like the same way a grade 9 textbook talks about matter.
It's a bunch of little bits that are together doing stuff, shaking around.
Yep.
And energy is a bunch of waves shaking around. You basically take little bits and turn them into little waves. Okay.
It sounds like magic.
It is.
But it's got a bunch of its own rules, and
We're all made of bits.
And you realize that alchemy is not part of this science. Alchemy is how you use matter and energy and biology to trick magic into manifesting without spell. Like, you almost feel a little disappointed.
There's another element that's required for alchemy to work.
Yep. On a world where there's no magic, you know alchemy won't work.
But the stupid guns will.
The stupid guns will.
That I don't have.
Yeah, and this is me diving into the description of the skills from D20 Modern.
D20 Modern is such a good system.
Okay, Zune passes out, and the others were going to go to the armory. Who is going to the armory?
That was Azzy and Altagar.
Yeah.
Okay, you bringing the orcs with you or not?
Gonna collect some guns. No.
Okay.
Just in case there's something in there that's horrible.
You go to the ultra secure area. The doors are. You remember Donovan mentioning disintegrate
Swipes through.
doors.
Yeah. He swipes with the key.
Okay.
card.
You reach it out and this nice green light appears and the door is open. Access granted.
Woo! That's one character saved.
Gonna go through them doors, or you just gonna
You want to move in there?
make googly eyes with them doors?
Okay.
Yes, he goes through the door. Sorry.
It doesn't look like any armory you've walked into. There are a lot of benches and portholes all around the side of the building, and there's one of these computer things off to the side. There are really large doors at the far end, like almost like
Okay. Check.
barn-like doors. Sweet, a barbarian
Okay, go
physicist.
through.
Okay.
Oh, you guys have to square, goddammit!
Go through the doors at the end.
The doors slowly open. A little bit of gas kind of sprays on either side. And there's
Please
a
have a mech suit. Please have a mech suit. Please have a mech suit.
and there's a warehouse with even more forklifts.
Oh, forklifts are good too. They're the best weapons we've seen so far.
There are strange horseless carriages under big sheets and weapons, and picture walking into like a weaponry. It's like a Costco, but for weapons of all eras.
Oh man,
M1 Abrams.
Oh.
Midwick's Spidey sense is kicking in.
Midwix is getting excited over the life support room.
You could
We'll
You
go
c-
looking for, I don't know,
you could
a bow.
arm all of Dvergholm with this thing, with this place, and probably not put a dent in it. There are stockpiles of things you don't
Holy-
understand.
Yes. Okay. Azildan's gonna look for a bow.
Okay.
Altagar is gonna start looking for little rocks that explode.
Got it. Are you separating or not?
Yes,
Okay.
but within shouting distance of each other.
All right. So two martial characters go traipsing into into this place.
Sunshine, happiness.
Rainbows, everything is wonderful is what I feel when.
I'm walking on sunshine.
All right, give me a D. Let's make it Altagar because Zildan's had some spotlight. So Altagar without the pellet, it goes wandering into the armory. Give me a D4.
Okay. One.
And then
That's how many aisles of grenades you find.
no, one is you're almost in prehistoric like bins. You see these huge bins covered with spears and addles and slings, and it's like there's this whole aisle that is like caveman weapons.
Come on, this is crappy. I'm going the wrong direction. Okay. Yeah, he tries to find another section.
Okay.
This is not what he's looking
Give me a
for.
perception check and some sort of appraise or craft weapons or something representing your ability to.
Know what goes boom.
Yep.
Midwick should really be the guy.
Oh.
Oh, and I created a token on another computer. While you're doing that, I'm going to drag it to a folder.
Altagar is plus 23. It's perception.
Oh fuck.
Awesome.
Steps on a landmine. Why would anybody leave this here? Nobody knows. But
I found the explosives.
Oh, Azzy has a lot of healing, a lot of damage, doesn't he?
50.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
And so does Altagar. Where did Altagar evade?
Altagar doesn't.
Okay.
He's got like 20 some. It's not significant to him.
All right. What was your perception or your? What was your praise?
His perception is 24,
Okay, so you're walking
and
down.
he has no skill to help him identify.
You're walking down. You're walking down rows, and you just seem to be getting a little bit more advanced as you're going. You see this thing that looks like a box on like big wagon wheels that might be able to be pulled by an ox or something. It's got this big crank along the side of it and a bunch of like crossbow bolts all in a grid sticking out of the front of it. It's like some sort of siege engine. You approach the siege engine, you notice it rattles a little bit.
He
Hi.
touches it.
You hear a voice.
Hi.
Who? What? Who said that?
I did.
All right, he's looking for the source of the voice.
The source of the voice is coming from I forget what these things are called. The Korean. Hachi or something. There's some.
Hwacha?
Yeah, they're like big boxes that you.
The big arrow. Well, no, the Chukonu is the Chinese repeating crossbow, and the Hwacha is the big rocket-powered arrow launcher thing.
Okay, this is the latter. The
Hwacha. Here,
Yeah.
I'll look get some.
Hi.
You notice the voice come over from a double-sided repeating crossbow that is on a shelf.
In chat, there's a link to the wiki entry.
That's it.
Who are you?
Oh,
Do you like war? I like war.
Altagar. I don't like war. I'm not. I'm more than willing to fight if one needs to be fought, though.
Why not?
So it's now inside of a like a hand crossbow.
War's fun.
Well, I just happen to disagree with you, so no.
What's your name? I don't get many people come in here, especially not in this section. Are you lost?
No, I'm not lost. I'm looking for the things that go, the rocks that go boom.
Grenades?
Sure. Yeah, if they go boom, that's probably what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't really like going kaboom. Sometimes it's fun, though.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's
it's fun
why-
to make them go kaboom when no one's actually made them go kaboom.
You do that?
Sometimes. Not here, though. Why don't you like war?
Who are you?
It says as you're walking, as it seems to be like jumping into weapons and talking to you from weapons.
I just, I don't really get a kick out of killing people.
Well, they go to afterlives.
Yeah.
War's a way of culling the weak. Of getting what you want. A way of deciding resources. Multiverse runs on war, friend.
Well, I don't.
No? You look strong. You're not a wizard.
That's not the point.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm no wizard, that's for sure.
Oh, you're one of those people with a cause. You know what? Causes are the ultimate source of war. You're an idealist. Oh, brainwashed. Doesn't matter.
Can you just point me towards the grenades?
Oh, I'm bringing you there. Just follow my voice as it's hopping from war implement to war implement.
Okay.
What'd you say your name was?
Altagar. Who are you again?
Oh, I didn't tell you.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you would.
Bellum Ex Machina.
Bellum Ex Machina. Okay, Bellum. Well, aside from grenades, you got any weapons here you think old Altagar should try?
Depends.
Given the invasion.
Machine gun?
I don't. You tell me. I don't know.
You're big. You could probably hold a machine gun. You could probably hold a minigun.
Well, I think I need a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You probably want to get out of this section. We're barely in the Iron Age.
Oh, okay.
Keep on walking. Keep on walking.
And we're going and going and going.
Hey, wait here for a moment. I'll come get you. I'll show you my favorite war machine.
Okay.
Okay, you feel the presence is gone.
No, what the hell was
As you thought you heard like Altagar talking, as he pokes his head out of one aisle.
Hi, you
He's got,
right over
he's got like a
there?
bundle of bows.
You're right over there. I just don't stop talking to myself till I've been alone for a few weeks in the woods.
What does Altagar say?
No. Yeah, there's a thing, like jumping into weapons and stuff. What do you mean, a thing? I don't know, it's a thing. What does it look like? I don't know, it's jumping into other weapons. Well, you know it's there. I can hear it. It's talking to me. Are you deaf? As Mark role plays with himself. Well, quit your lollygagging and find something useful, would you?
Okay, you thought you heard the roar of an engine and like the slow creaking wheels of something heavy?
I'll admit this sounds like it's got potential.
Hey, over here.
Okay, yeah, he follows the voice.
Okay, yeah, there's a big open space, and at the end of it, there is this construct on tracks with green paint and this huge nose coming out of the top of it.
Okay.
The engine dies down. Nah, just joking. You won't fit in here. The nozzle's now pointing at you. It's like a big tube.
Okay.
It looks like a
So,
big gun.
What is this thing? Is this like a big gun or something?
Yeah, don't worry. You actually hear him. That's stupid. It's too slow.
Oh, okay. You got something faster?
Yeah, got attack helicopters and somebody put a machine gun on a skidoo.
What is a skidoo?
Are you going near water?
I don't think so.
Oh,
We're going down the middle, I think that guy said, Azildan said.
down the middle. What middle?
You know, this...
Who are you fighting, anyways? I should have asked you that. Know thine enemy. Yeah, it's written down in some war book somewhere. You know, I used to serve a war god.
Yeah? What's his name?
Oh, we probably don't want to say his name here, but I'll say it anyways. Ares. Some of them called him Mars. He was a really good war god.
Okay.
He didn't care about nothing.
My kind of guy.
Alright, fair enough.
You know, raising villages is part of war too.
Yeah, that's a crappy part of war.
Yeah, I guess if you're on the raising side, hope you that serves them for not fighting better, having better weapons. They got all sorts in here.
Hey, this big green thing, does that run like Like the lifter thing.
Yeah?
It does.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Azildan! Get over here! What? I haven't found a boat. Oh my goodness.
Sunshine.
It's like that Kratos guy really beat his ass, though. I think that's a video game reference. God of War, maybe?
Yes, it is.
Ares.
Yeah, it's not an Abram tank. This is a let's see. It's
Like
a
an
later
earlier
World
one?
War II model
Sherman?
Sherman tank. Yeah. It's an M4. It's an M4 security tank.
Well, yeah, I'd feel secure if I was driving inside that too.
Uh-huh. It's reliable. It's mobile. It's not as strong as the Goliaths, but it sure wrecked up a few countries.
Would it fit through all the doors around here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, that's a good start. It would be a nice companion to a bow and arrow.
75mm gun and a full traversing turret. One feature, a one-axis gyro stabilizer.
Oh, good. I'll definitely want one of those. He says, looking at Altagar like, what's he talking about?
Not quite as precise. Not quite as precise for allowing firing when moving, but it does keep help keep the reticle on target, so that when the
Okay.
tank when the tank does stop to fire the gun, it would be aimed roughly at the right direction. I suspect the designer stressed mechanical reliability, ease of production and maintenance, durability, standardization of parts and ammunition, and limited number of variants. Moderate size and weight compared to, well, other tanks.
Yeah, maybe I'll get Midwick to run the gun.
I can drive it for you.
Oh, you can?
Bellum Ex Machina can live in any war machine. Of course, you just gotta let me out.
Where are you?
Well, in the armory. Been locked up in here a long time, maintaining weapons, keeping them sharp and ready, keeping them oiled and cleaned.
Well, tell you what.
This
you
is
help
my
us-
rifle! My rifle is my friend!
Yeah, alright. Maybe you can lend me to a bow and arrow. Be really handy. And
Bow
then...
and arrow! Alright.
Okay. He goes and tries to fire in the bow and arrow.
Is this
Compound
Azildan,
bow.
or is this
Azildan,
Altagar?
yeah. No, Azildan.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, I'm Azildan.
You like war?
Oh, kind of looks behind him like, see if Altagar's listening. I'll be honest with you, I got kind of a taste for it recently.
Excellent. Bows and arrows, though. Really?
Oh, it's a Zen thing. Quite good with it, actually.
Zen.
Oh,
Sounds awful.
yeah. Oh, no. No, very calming, very peaceful, very deadly.
You sure you don't want a nice, automatic rifle? There's some really sturdy
not
ones
sa-
back there. With a half-moon
Yeah.
stock.
I'll stick with a bow and arrow, I think.
You can call it your moon gun. Call it whatever you want.
Well, how about I take one of them rifles and I put it in the back of this security chariot you got there.
Security? M4 security tank?
Yeah.
You know why they called it that?
'Cause they were feeling secure inside behind all that metal.
propaganda. They won themselves, at least 80 years of peace by winning the war with this war machine.
Oh, well, peace is good. I mean, sometimes you just gotta relax, right?
Too bad that they didn't change the design much. Security weren't worth nothing when those Goliaths came onto the field. About 80 years later, they sure got licked.
Well, these things happen.
Happens when you're not ready. Happens when you're not fighting. If you don't fight, you don't learn. If you don't learn, then that'll be the end of you.
Oh, it's just a matter of adapting to the times.
No. Survival of the fittest.
Oh, right.
Bows. We've got compound bows, horse bows. We've got early stage all the way to late stage short bows, long bows. You're not a crossbow guy, are you?
No.
Ah.
Crossbows are for lazy people. I'm looking for a compound longbow.
Excellent.
There we go.
The height of design that we have here for bows would be...
Polymer plastic with all sorts of...
The pulleys that lock in.
Yeah.
an adamantine polymer with a with sword spider silk string.
Oh, that sounds sturdy. All right. Let's give that a go.
Do you want pull or accuracy? Unfortunately, they never quite got the hang of doing one or the other.
You got something. I ain't go with accuracy.
Right then. Okay, so Azildan finds a +3 masterwork.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna write this down.
Technological.
Work to hit.
Yep. +3 technological masterwork. Adamantine polymer sword spider silk string bow, and you find the right tensile strength. The strength is adaptable from 0 to +8.
Holy crap.
Can Ukher borrow your bow? He wants to see if he can pull it back.
What's you, dudes?
GG Logic, how's it
Yo,
going?
GG. What's going on? I know you meant up. I know.
+3 technological masterwork adamantine spider.
Adamantine
Sword.
polymer
Spider sword silk.
spider sword
Spider
silk.
silk.
This is the most advanced bow that he says he's got.
Azildan's looking at it like, oh my god, it's beautiful.
We've got weird pulleys and settings and, a nice sight on it. You almost don't have to be Thelidrin for that.
Oh. Okay, that's fantastic. We're loving that.
You're going to make great war with that.
Yes, I will.
Damn.
Loud noises!
All right, then. And we got arrows.
Yeah, so any arrow made out of mundane arrows, he seems to hop back towards arrows. Arrows are boring. I don't tend to possess arrows.
What's the
Unless
use of having bows if you got no arrows?
Well, I can chat up the archer.
What? You just pissing him off when you give him a bow and no arrows.
Oh, there's plenty of arrows. There's a whole aisle of them over there.
Well, okay. Go talk to the guy who likes to pound things to death with his fists then.
Well, that's what I was going to
That's
do.
interesting. Okay.
A fist fighter? Oh.
Oh, no. It's not a fist fight. It's the fist mangling is what it is.
Ripping chicken wings off the person.
I got something for him.
Okay, I'm sure I'll be looking forward to seeing that.
Hey! Hey!
Yeah.
There's something labeled a rocket launcher that is now talking to you.
Hello, what is this?
No, this is
Altagar.
Altagar, yeah. Altagar is like, doesn't know what half these things do.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, you're on
Yeah.
the wrong section. You didn't tell me you were a fist fighter.
Well, you didn't ask. Yeah, I'm a fist fighter. I suppose. Fists, knees, elbows, head sometimes.
You want some gloves?
Hey, sure.
What kind of gloves do you want?
You got knuckle dusters?
Knuckle. We can do better than that.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Someone like you. You think you can handle the recoil?
The hell kind of gloves got recoil?
What sort of energy do you want?
Oh. We got guys in the ethereal, right? And I heard.
Yeah, force damage. Unfortunately, they don't leave a lot of magical stuff in here. They're afraid of me, bonding with a magical item, becoming an intelligent magical item. That whole thing. Did that, done that. Being Ares' sidekick for a while was really neat. I like it in here, though. These weapons ain't got no protections.
Okay. How about fire then? That's pretty impressive.
Fire? Yeah, I could do fire. I was thinking of something more bone breaky for you, though.
What kind of energy is bone breaky?
Some concussion gloves.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't need to have special gloves to give out concussions, though. I do that all the time.
This is third. GG Logic, thanks for the follow. This is third generation fusion culture type technology. You sure you can handle it?
Hey, I can handle it. Punch is a punch. End of the day.
All right, well, put the gloves on, tap the button on the sides, and start punching. Know that they run out after about 3 minutes.
All right. What happens? What do I do after that?
Well, after 3 minutes, I think the internal microfusion drive slowly recharges them. They'll be ready for you probably the next day. Depending on which planet you're on. Oh, word of the wise. Don't open the microfusion chambers.
Oh, it's a good thing you told me that, because that was the first thing I was gonna do. He's like, what?
Yeah, you'd probably irradiate a bunch of things. It would be bad. Unless that's what you're going for. Then open the fusion chambers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
You know, war's a bitch.
Yes, it is. All right, so Altagar puts the gloves on, pushes a button, and throw. And he
This
throws
high
it.
pitched noise that go beyond your hearing.
He picks up something from the side and just throws it in the air and punches it.
Okay, the fusion glove does 1d6 points of, the concussive glove does 1d6 points of extra damage. On a critical hit, they are concussive
Bursting?
burst. Yeah. So they do an extra d10.
Awesome.
If you want, there's a higher setting that will only last for 10 rounds, and the gloves increase the critical multiplier of your punches by 1.
That's awesome.
Stacks with improved critical?
What's that?
Stacks with improved critical?
Yes.
Cool.
That is awesome.
Basically, it is vibrating so fast that it's breaking apart matter as you're punching it.
Okay, so he hits the button again to shut them off, or tries to shut them off?
You should keep track of any hit point damage to these things because of the microfusion chambers that are inside.
Okay. How many hit points do they have?
You don't know. They seem pretty sturdy, though. There's like a field of destruction around you. You probably don't want to do anything else than punch
Scratch
things
your
while
face.
they're on. Yep.
I got something in my eye.
Turning them on and off is a move action. You basically have a way to do it, like by clapping your hands.
Okie doke.
All right. Bellum Ex Machina is excited that there are people here to play with the wonders that he has at his disposal.
All right. So we're also going to try and find ourselves a dwarven war axe,
Okay.
a hammer, and some javelins.
Yeah, he makes fun of you for going backwards, but he understands that sometimes a marine needs his knife.
Okay. We will get some recommended guns.
Okay. You notice that all the while, as he's hopping back and forth, the tank has been slowly moving of its own accord, and it is now facing inside the room, and the ass of the tank is backed up in the doorway, blocking your way out.
Okay.
You guys have several basically shopping carts full of weapons.
All right.
Little rattling wheels and everything.
Do they have any small pistols?
That's where we're going next. Yeah, we're looking for small pistols for a gnome friend of mine.
You need protection for your children?
No,
Man,
he's a
you guys are
gnome.
doing war all wrong. If the little guy's got to carry guns? I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, we got stuff for gnomes and halflings.
All right, perfect.
Gnomes created a lot of guns.
Yeah, it's they're very touchy about when you give away their stuff too. Apparently, don't
Yep.
touch their guns; they get very angry.
Yep.
So you got some pistols that you would recommend for my little friend?
This guy might know Midwick from before.
Keep in mind that he goes
Got
through a
the
lot.
ship.
He goes through a lot of bullets.
Uh-huh. What era?
The
What
the
model I
loud
make?
one. Oh, the loud one is pretty much it. Yeah.
Loud one? Oh, man, it's going to take forever. Is it this one? Is it that one? Is it this one? And guns just start flying off shelves.
Yeah. It looks like that one. It looks like that one.
Would the Lemmy guy be done so that Midwick can get his arse over there?
All right, so back over to the life support chamber. Oh god, there's just like life support's failing here, it's failing there, it's failing here, and you try to like make it fix, and one of them goes down and the other one goes up. It's this gigantic puzzle of where do you want life support to work and not work. Give me a use magic device. You can get a +2 automatically from Midwick because he can aid, and strangely enough, Mr. Obsolete can read screens for you as well. +4.
Okay.
Can what?
I was thinking about what can I solve it by like using a display of charisma?
A display of charisma would give you a lot of information.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily. It would give me a lot of information, but it also is like the tool I need to solve problems and not die.
Sure.
Um,
I'll allow you to roll to get information and to do thing.
so it'll be 2 rolls,
No, just one.
1 roll. Okay, then I will do a display of charisma.
Okay, using
To-
a precious mythic point, you
Well,
are
yeah.
you're
yeah.
frantically moving around the room, reading screens and moving things up and down.
Yes. So that should be +11, +2, +4, +20, 40. Yeah, I needed it. I rolled a 3.
Okay. This life support center controls the life support of not only the main rings and concourses, sky bridges, but also life support power distribution to the cryo lab and pens, to the cryo storage, to the gene archive, to all of agriculture, which is apparently a huge power drain.
Yeah.
And Arboretum, which is also a power drain, so is Aquarium. And
Kill
Shut
aquarium.
down the aquarium.
Aquarium, we're shutting that down. That's #1 to get powered.
Refrigeration is also tied here, and you notice that it is, while you can probably min-max the power distribution to keep everything running, without turning off some systems, you're going to basically